bluestone. Grandkids. Robert. Not really sure what we're gonna make out of this. Hopefully something. Yeah, that's Ellie. Can you see what I'm doing? Anyone interested in knowing, bluestone and goldstone are very fragile materials. Very fragile. They don't like impacts of any kind. It's time to make some kind of call because that's not the shape it's going to be. I don't want to go plowing onto the end of this, like I said, because this stuff is very, very fragile. Pretty cool looking though. Chicks dig this stuff. As soon as they see it, they're all like, oh my God. It's so mesmerizing. Then they say stuff like, Dave, will you give me a baby? And I'm like, no, I'm happy married. I'm happily married. I'm sorry, girls. It's not that I don't want to give you a baby. That's just a fear of getting caught. Yeah. I've made it 53 years with my junk dangling in the right spot. I'm gonna wake up and be invisible. And then I'm in trouble. Yeah. Alright. A lot of you are going to get confused to my method. But I'm going to try to just make a shape to start with. It's probably going to break anyhow, so it's just the way the day's been going. Give me a moment, I'm going to go blow my nose. Ooh. Oh. That's nice. The camera turned the light on for me. Oh, you just get to see more sparkly stuff. Maybe I'll make the title Shit and Sparkles. I gotta give it a really cool title. instead of those random ones that say things like, after, now damn it if I remember what I was going to say. After calming me down with some orange slices and fetal spooning, E.T. revealed to me his singular purpose. He said, "You are the chosen one, the one that will deliver the message of hope to those who choose to hear it, and a warning to those who do not. Me, the chosen one." Yeah. What's going through Dave's mind today, you might be asking? Well, we can't really talk about it because everybody's nosy. There's a nosy Weon behind me right now.
I don't know if he knows you dropped a cigarette.
Yeah. It's the sparkles. It brings them around. That's why I had to sell my Hyundai. I got tired of hot chicks asking me out. Let's expand. Richard, you might want to bypass this spot. Yeah. I'm sure you're a good guy, Richard, but you sure are full of complaints. Just know that I'm just joking around, so don't go getting all... I'm deleting you and stuff. After I see the sparkles first. Look at them sparkles. Yeah. A lot of you guys are going to turn your volume up at home because you're all going to be like, "What's Dave saying?" Dave's mental. Yeah. Don't forget, Weon. It's shopping season. Be careful, gentlemen. Charles McKinney knows what I'm talking about. So does Chuck. I don't know if you guys know Chuck. He has his own channel. It's called Chuck Learns Stick Shift. No, it's not called Chuck Learns Stick Shift. It's, Chuck Learns Lipstick. No, that's not it either. Is it called Chuck Burns Bitches? No, that's not it either. I'll have to give him a call and ask him. Chuck avoids sparkly stuff. He knows what it's like fighting off Weons. Okay. Soon time to get serious with this thing. I found another thing that really draws the Weons in. Yeah, Snicker bars. Gotta be careful with that though, man. They'll ravage you just to get to that candy. Potato chips. Oh my God. You young bucks better learn how to hunt the Weon. Barbecue chips, salt and vinegar. Yeah. Weons love that stuff. There's a few things they don't like doing, though. Yep. Making your lunch for work. That's just completely against their religion. Another one's sneaking up on me. I better go hide. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to hide for a while. See, that's what happens when you talk about Snicker bars and potato chips. And getting back to things Weons don't like doing. They put drinks in your car. Yeah. Then they get about halfway done with them and they just let them in the cup holders. Or half full soda bottles rolling around on the floor when you're trying to put the brakes on. And they get stuck under the brake pedal. Yeah, they don't like doing that stuff. All right, now we're starting to take some shape here. Better watch, I can't get cocky because that's when it breaks. All right. If you think I abrade a lot, you're right, I do. All right, let's start to get serious. Pesky Weons. So anyway, getting back to the whole Hyundai thing. I sold my Hyundai to the neighbor. Now the poor guy hides in his house all day. Because he knows. He'll pull up to a stop sign, they just jump in the car. Hyundai's a hot car. Chicks dig Hyundais. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see, do we have any other fatness on here? Here's a little bit. There's a little bit more. Yeah, see, after shopping season's over, Weons get chubby. Then they ask stupid questions like, do I look good in this dress? You sure do. That better be your answer. That better be your answer. If not, they'll cut your head off. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, we got a whole lot of this going on here, so let's see if we can remove some of that. For anyone who's wondering what a weon is, that's a Native American word for woman. Yeah. Doksha. Wewantonka. Weon. Yose. Don't say that though. Don't say that to them. Because if they know the language, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Yeah. Alright. Enough of my nonsense. Although sometimes I notice that the talk does good. You guys got any funny Weon stories? Please put them in the comments. And if you suffer from Weon syndrome, you can talk about it in the comments. All right, time to clear that island. Well, that'll do it. Got that little bit there, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Can't go plow in the fields. Not yet. Not yet. And that. Anybody out there feels like sending me some off-the-wall material, I'm game. Let me know and I'll give you my email address and we'll become friends real quick. That still hurts. There's something in there. All right. Look at that tip. We're probably gonna lose that. All right. Here's the part where Dave gets lost. Chuck burns the evidence? It'll come to me sooner or later. I gotta do something with that. Still a little freaking chubby there, so. Okay. Here's where Dave gets brave. Looks like a good fat platform to me. Okay, we're safe. I have a bigger one than this. This one's busted. Good thing I keep spares around. All right. Let's say goodbye to that island. And there she is. Look at that. Let's see Jimmy James do that. You know he can't. See ya. Okay. Now we're going to do some more braiding. Give this thing a heart. We're going to be doing it from both sides. Random pressure flaking. What I just did was called skinning. I don't think people like that term, but that's what I call it. Okay. Nice. Sometimes I have to go off screen just to get that right pitch on it. As you can see, we're still kind of like going that direction. I noticed yesterday I was watching a video, one of Ryan's videos. I won't mention the channel name because I don't think I really remember what it's called. And he's using thinner iron nails. And he said that, you know, it takes a little bit, but I can honestly tell you that it doesn't work well on certain materials, glass being one of them, but I've gotten pretty good with it. They don't bend as easy. They stay sharper longer. He said a little bit more experienced person would probably enjoy them. And he's right. Help Jack Crafty uses steel and iron and railroad spikes and whatever else he can randomly acquire. So I pretty much live off his words. My first tool that I've ever used was it's like a screwdriver type of, almost about the same size as this, except the handle from my thumb up about that long, and then it has a soft steel or alloy shaft coming out. It's for pushing the plugs in on tires or reaming the holes out. Tire plugger upper. I think that's what it's called. Huh. You can pick a kit like that up for about $2. That'll come in handy if you ever get a hole in your tire. And I can honestly tell you that I enjoyed using it. I still have some strange tools here. I just can't get to them because my shop's closed. A lot of my favorite tools are horseshoe nails. Yeah. This tip is going to be stubborn. Gotta watch. I'm trying to give it edge to this side. I'll try to straighten that tip out. Good stern talk ain't gonna do it. And I'm trying not to send the flakes too far over because it'll always tear the other side off. A little bit of gentle inward pressure and a quick fluid snap. Usually does the trick. See? Now we got something to work with. Again, I want to send some flakes across here. See it? That tip's just eventually gonna go bye-bye. That's okay. You should always work on your tip last anyway. Because when you're doing this, sometimes you're pushing down and the tip hits the pad, and next thing you know, you're surprised because nothing's there. All right. And one thing I noticed too is, I'm not really sure which side it would be in here, but one side's easier to flake than the other side. Anybody else have that problem? Okay. Yeah, that's working. Oprah's at it again. Oprah treats my youngest daughter like an equal. And my youngest daughter has a mouth like a sailor. I've noticed that you really can't hear them in the background unless you're wearing headphones. Which is a good thing, it really is. When I edit my videos, I always turn the volume up because sometimes you can't even understand what I'm saying. Oh, copper. Picked up the wrong one. It's okay, we'll use it. Hi, how you doing today? Can't complain, can't complain. Beautiful weather. Yeah. This gets really tricky. So I'm going to try to get some of that. And now I'm going to try to get some of that. And there she goes. See ya. It was nice knowing you. All right. I think I did enough passes on this side. You can see those heavy strikes from where I removed the island. So I'm going to put some serious flaking on this side now. Back to the iron, or steel, whatever it is. Coming along rather well. At this point, if you hear any crushing, there's either material underneath your workspace or the edge isn't prepped enough. And if you want to fix that, you just do this. And then give her another go. See? That's a bad thing. All right. Not quite the edge I was looking for. But I'm not going to mess with that much, because what's going to happen is we're just going to end up with a bunch of steps in there. So we can either get back to it or just let it be. Never look for perfect results when you're doing random work like this. If you can make a triangle, that's a great start. A lot of guys will be like, oh, I wish I could nap like you could. Yeah, and I get it. But you guys have got to remember something too. If you're making triangles out of a piece of stone, challenge your friends to do the same. That leaves you standing alone as number one. It takes a lot of time to... I'm at this, I think, 3 years. And I do it just about every day. Steadily since I had just turned 50. So just keep at it, man. Just keep at it. I see a lot of stuff on the Facebook sometimes, and honestly, a lot of your work looks really good. Even if your point's chunky, that's okay. Because there's a lot of people out there that can't make that point you just did. And there's a lot of people out there who are going to like it just the same. It's not about being cool, man. It's just about enjoying what you do. All right, now let's see what this tip here. There we go. See how we fluted it? Yeah, I'm gonna thin that out a little bit. There's another perfect flute. Look at that. Look at that. Would you just look at it? All right. I'm gonna try it on the top side. Okay. How do we do? Not as good as the other side, but that's pretty damn thin. All right. Now look how nice that is. It's almost perfect. Your center line's center. It's a little wavy. It really is. I think a lot of you get upset when I don't finish these, but that's too bad. I hope you enjoyed our time together, because it's coming to an end. I've got stuff to do with Sophie today. I like to give her a lot of time on my days off, I really do. Like I said, she's my everything. All right, there's our blue sparkly stone. And quite frankly, I'm only going to be honest by saying I'm surprised I made it this far. Give it a little bit more of a lighter background. A little bit more trimming with this, and then some notches, and she's good to go. All right, well, I enjoyed our time together. Toksa.